I'm going to show you how to do a passage analysis of Galatians 6. So I click over Tools and go over to Passage and click on Passage Analysis. And back to 6. And go over here, start with the Compare Pericopes. And right now I've got it with the ESV, the NASB, and the NIV. You can choose more here, but for simplicity I'll just keep it on these three versions. What this allows us to do is see where the passage breaks are in the different versions of the Bible, and it really it shows us where the maybe a unit of thought is, and where the breaks are in the unit of thought. And so there's a nice graphical tool here, and you can see that the ESV shows a break in thought around verse 11, starting in verse 11, and whereas the New American Standard does not show that break, but the NIV does. And so we can kind of scroll through here and just kind of see in graphical form the differences between the various versions of the Bible, most versions of the Bible, where the passage breaks are. Right, and you see here again the New American Standard does not have a break here. I'm not sure why we're in Ephesians. So we finish up Galatians chapter 6. So in Galatians, yeah, it started up the next book. But yeah, so you can see like at the end here in Galatians that the New American Standard does not have a break here in the bear one another's burdens, and then the final warning and the benediction. Okay, the other thing he showed us is the version river. This is kind of a neat tool here. I don't know why it defaults to. I can grab more there. We've got here on the x-axis the different verses of Galatians, and the color code for the different versions of the Bible. And what this allows us to do on the y-axis is see the largest difference for this set of verses 1 through 18 occurs in verse 4. And those issues, as we're going to learn later by looking at the text comparison tool, they may be lexical or they may be syntactical type differences. And then you can see perhaps maybe actually right here in verse 17 is the least, 17 and 18, the least amount of difference in the passage. Okay, that's the passage analysis.